Hi, welcome to eSmart 20. This is Raju. I made this video on the rare and advanced rules related to the question tags. Okay, let's start the video without wasting time. Rule number 1, all of us, any of us, none of us, most of us, every one of us, either of us, neither of us, some of us, etc. When these are the subject of the sentence, we become the subject of the question tags. See, if us is the subject of the sentence, no, then we will be the subject of the question tag. See examples. First one, all of us can climb up the tree. Us is here, then we I took. Can, it becomes can't. Any of us will go to Mumbai, won't we? Us is there, then I took we, will, it becomes won't. Positive sentence, negative tags. Some more examples you can see. Most of us can sing, can't we? Can, can't, us, we. One negative sentence is here. None of us were reading. Were we? Were I took because of none of us. None. So the sentence is in the negative form. So I took positive tag. But if you or them come in the place of us in the subject of the sentence, you and they are respectively the subject of question tags. Examples you see. None of you was written, were you? See, was, were because of none of you. Okay. It is a negative sentence, so I took positive tag. All of them are watching the news, aren't they? Them, I took there as the subject of the question tag, and are, it becomes aren't. See, subject of the sentence us is there, no? Then we have to take we as the subject of the question tag. You, them, they, we have to take. Some more examples are given here. All of you are invited, aren't you? It is a positive sentence. I took negative tag. You are, aren't. All of them are invited, aren't they? Them, they I took, are, aren't. Positive sentence, negative tag. Neither of you can read it. Can, you, then can, I took, can't because of, no, sorry, can because of neither, okay? Rule number 2, sentences of universal truth. It's a very special. We use is it or isn't it in the question tags when there are universal truth sentences. Examples you see. If the sentence is positive, no, we have to take negative tag, isn't it? If sentence is negative, we have to take positive tag, is it, okay? So first I had given here the positive sentences. The earth revolves around the sun. It is a positive sentence. So therefore I took isn't it. Don't use doesn't it, okay? Remember. Because it is the universal truth sentence. The sun rises in the east, isn't it? Okay, don't use doesn't it. 2 plus 2 is equal to 4, isn't it? Okay, is, isn't. One negative sentence I have given here. Man is not immortal, is it? Okay, is not is there, so is it. Rule number 3, need. When need is used as the main verb in the sentence, we use the helping verbs do, does, did in the question tags. Already you know where we have to use do, does, did in the tenses. See, I had given here simple present tense is there, no? We have to use do and does. If the subject is I, we, you, they, we have to use do. He, she, it, we have to use does, okay? In the simple past tense, only one helping verb is there, that is did. We have to use that one, okay? See, example, positive sentences. He needs a car, doesn't he? It's a simple present tense, so I use does plus not doesn't. And they need my help, don't they? Okay, they is there, so I used do. He is there, does, I used to. These both are examples for the simple present tense. Third one, you see, we needed a fan, didn't we? It's a simple past because needed is there, no V2 form of the verb. So I took did plus not didn't, positive sentence, negative tag. It is the example for the simple past tense. Negative sentences. Same sentences I have converted into negative forms. So he needs a car, I changed into he does not need a car. Okay. Does he? Does not, does he? Okay. Simple present tense. And it's also simple present tense. They do not need my help. They need my help. They do not need my help. Do they? We did not need a fan. We needed a fan. Simple past tense, no? We needed a fan. We did not need a fan, did we? But when need is used as the helping verb in the sentence, we use the helping verb need in the question tags. Negative sentence. Usually we are using need as helping verbs in negative sentences. I need not purchase a bike. Need I? It's very easy to make question tags when we are getting helping verbs in the sentences, no? Very easily we can make taking that same helping verb and we can make tags, okay? Need not, need I. Negative sentence, positive tag. You need not go there, need you. He need not transfer you, need he. She need not wait, need she. He need not come, need he. Negative, positive. They need not come to school, need they. Rule number 4, dare. When dare is used as the main verb in the sentence, we use the helping verbs do, does, did in the question tags. I have already made videos about the basic and most important rules related to the question tags. I have put the link to those videos in the description box. Once you see them, you will understand these advanced points very well. And don't forget to subscribe and click on the notification bell so that the videos I make will reach you first. See example, he dares go there, doesn't he? It's example for simple present tense. He dares is there, so I took does. He dared abuse me. It's an example for simple past. Dared is there, didn't, I took. Both sentences I have changed into negative forms. He dares, he does not go there, does he? She did not dare. She dared, she did not dared abuse me, did she? But when dare is used as the helping verb in the sentence, we use the helping verbs dare in the question tags. Usually we are using in the negative forms here. He dare not stand in front of you, dare he? Dare not, dare. She dared not disobey her husband, dare she? I dare not see her hospital, dare I? Negative sentences. See, we dare not tell her, dare we? They dare not tell her, dare they? We dare not go there, dare we? All are negative sentences and positive tags. Rule number 5, used to. When used to is used as the main modal verb in the sentence, we use the helping verbs used or usedn't, did or didn't in the question tags. If the sentence is in the form of positive, no, we have to use usedn't or didn't. If the sentence is negative form, we have to use used or did. Better you have to use used or usedn't because we are getting the same modal verb in the sentence. We can easily make the tags. I used to write stories. These all are the example for the positive sentences. Used is there, usedn't I used here, or didn't also I can use. Anyone you can use, no problem. He used to ride a bicycle, usn't he? Or didn't he? I used to smoke before, usn't I? Or didn't I? So same sentences but in negative forms. They used not to go to the village, used they or did they. Okay, used not is there, so used negative, positive. We must not to sing the class, used we or did we. I used not to smoke before, used I or did I. Rule number 6, ought to. When ought to is used as the modal verb in the sentence, we use the helping verbs ought or oughtn't in the question text. Same, if the sentence is in the negative form, no, we have to use ought. If the sentence is positive, we have to use oughtn't. They ought to be punished, oughtn't, oughtn't, positive, negative. He ought to be fined, oughtn't he? She ought to understand, oughtn't she? It ought to rain today, oughtn't it? These all are positive sentences, these all are negative tags. See, they oughtn't to be punished. Same sentence but in the negative form. Ought they? Negative, positive. He oughtn't to be fined, ought he? She oughtn't to understand, ought she? It oughtn't to rain today, ought it? All are negative sentences, I took positive tags. Rule number 7, must. When must is used as the modal verb in the sentence, we use the helping verbs must or mustn't in the question tags. Okay. If the sentence is in the negative form, we have to use must. If the sentence is positive form, we have to use mustn't. Okay. Examples you see. Positive sentences. He must read it, mustn't he? Positive, negative. She must see the film, mustn't she? You must open the door, mustn't you? Negative sentences. He must not read it, must he? Negative, positive. She must not see the film, must she? You must not open the door, must you? Rule number 8. Have, has, had. When have, has, had are used as the main verb, remember, as the main verbs, in the sentence we use the helping verbs do, does, okay, did. In the question tags. See example. I have a bag, don't I? It's an example for simple present tense. Have is there, don't use haven't I, okay? Have is the main verb here, so therefore I have to use don't I. She has a dog, doesn't she? Don't use hasn't she, doesn't she? Because has is a main verb here. He had a fall, didn't he? It's example for simple past tense, had is there, so didn't I took. These all are the positive sentences, I took negative tags. Same sentences but in negative forms. I don't have a bag, do I? Okay, don't do. She doesn't have a dog, does she? He didn't have a fall, did he? Rule number 9, complex sentences. Really it is complex. If you understand, it's very easy. When a sentence is a complex sentence, the question tag should be used in the accordance with the main or independent clause in the sentence. I will tell you later what do you mean by main or independent clause. Let us say example here. I know that she is innocent, don't I? See which I underlined sentence is there, no? This is the independent clause or main clause, sorry, independent or main clause. So therefore I used don't I. It's a positive, negative tag I took. She told where he was working, didn't she? She told it's in the form of simple past, so I took didn't she. She told it is the independent clause. They returned the book after they noticed It was damaged, didn't they? So it's also example for simple past, positive, negative, I took. Evergreen trees are a symbol of fertility because they do not die in the winter, aren't they? Because R is here, aren't I took, positive, negative. Evergreen trees are there, no? So I took they as a pronoun. The museum was very interesting as I expected, wasn't it? Was there? Wasn't. The museum, it I took as a pronoun. He is so old that he cannot walk even, isn't he? He is so old, it's a independent clause, so I took isn't he. What do you mean by complex sentence? The complex sentence contains more than one clause. One is the principal or independent or main clause, and other is the subordinate or dependent clause. What do you mean by clause? Clause, this is an independent sentence, part of another larger sentence. It consists of subject and predicate. See examples. My father gave me a pen. It is a sentence. And here, my father is the subject and gave me a pen is the predicate. He is a man with great courage. He is a man, it is the subject, and with great courage, it is the predicate. What do you mean by principal or independent or main clause? A clause which makes complete sense independently and stands by itself, that is known as independent clause. Subordinate or dependent clause, a clause which depends on some other clause for its meaning, that is known as subordinate or dependent clause. I don't think, it's a rule number 10. If there is a sentence that starts with I don't think or similar expressions, examples you see, I think he has reached home, hasn't he? Okay. I think she has gone to city, hasn't she? I suppose you are hungry, aren't you? See, I think they have published their books, haven't they? See, this is very important. I don't think he has reached home. Don't use hasn't he. Here, don't is there, no? So, therefore, we have to use positive tags. Okay? Has he. I don't think she has gone to city. Has he. I don't suppose you are hungry, are you? I don't think they have published their books, have they? I don't think it will rain, will it? Negative, positive. I don't think they will come, will they? Ellipses, nice day, isn't it? What do you mean by ellipses? Sentences that do not contain pronoun or subject and auxiliary verbs, these are called ellipses. I have given this example on my thumbnail of this video. See example, arrived late, have they? Because arrived late means they haven't arrived late, have they? Okay. See the contract, could you? You couldn't see the contract, could you? Okay. Leaving so soon, are you? You aren't leaving so soon, are you? Negative sentence and positive tags. Your mother at home, is she? Your mother is not at home, is she? French, are you? You aren't French, are you? Have a good day, did you? You had a good day, did you? What do you mean by ellipses? We often leave out words to avoid repetition, or in other cases when the meaning can be understood without them. This is called ellipses. Rule number 22, same way question tags. You are getting married, are you? Generally, there is an opposite relation between the statement and the question tags, but tag will be negative if there is a positive sentence. If there is a negative sentence, the tag will be positive. But sometimes we use a positive, positive or negative, negative structure where we are using, you see, This is what we call same question tags. When same question tags are used to express interest, surprise, anger, other feelings of concern. Examples you see, you can understand very easily. You are getting married, are you? Same, positive structure. These all are very rare. Your mother is at home, you see. I shall hold for you, shall I? I see you don't like my cooking, don't you? Negative. Okay, don't. Rule number 23, intonation of question tags. If we really want to know the answer and we are not sure of the answer, we'll use the rising intonation. The voice goes up. See here. The meeting is at 4 o'clock, isn't it? Okay, the voice is going up. If you know the sure answer, we use falling intonation. The voice goes down. It's a beautiful day, isn't it? The voice goes down. Lastly, as usual, if you like this video, more and more like and share and subscribe.